Goodwood. The Viper is parked up next to the SRT10, and we have Tommy Music in the loudest car of the day. Good morning. He didn't rev. But whilst Tommy parked up, I had time to look around some of the rest of the early arrivals. The McLaren Mercedes SLR by MSO. This is a special edition. I can't remember much about it, but it's wider than normal. But further along by the Jaguar XK120, we have this, which is named the Saker-Wrap X. It's got a Subaru EJ20, so a boxer engine in the middle, about 350 horsepower, but can do about 500 if tuned to the right state. Isn't it interesting though, how Skylines are now allowed into supercar shows, the R34 GTR, and just by the Ronart Lightning, an R33 GTR. But whilst we're allowed in, we're allowed to free roam, have a look at the cars turning up and everything, the general public are not. They're being held behind the gates in a pen. Oh, you just know I'm going to be biased and film the Cobra. Through the tunnel though, that's the question. Only a slight one. Oh my god, another Viper, an SRT10 in my colours, this one the coupe. There we go, there are 3 Vipers here already. But we know something that a lot of people don't, and that is this big gap here. There is a Hypralusso convoy about to arrive, so I'm going to wait here and witness the chaos as they turn up. So before that happens, I'm going to have some breakfast. This is my waifu. They've sponsored this video, and you can get 10% off by using my code in the video's description. This is the cold brew coffee flavour. It fills you up between 3 to 5 hours and is an entire meal. So obviously breakfast, we woke up far too early for me to have breakfast. So this is the most convenient way to fill yourself up at a show like this, especially when you're waiting for a hypercar convoy. So let's have some food. Click the link in the video's description to try Y-Food out for yourself. They have 34 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and you can get 10% off using my discount code of Adam-YouTube, and then you can find your favorite flavor. Oh, the Skyline's moving. This definitely sounds like it has some kind of fancy sequential box on it. Oh, maybe not sequential, but something fancy. So what I was saying earlier about people not knowing about the convoy that's arriving, people do know about the convoy that's arriving. This is where all the photographers are lying to get the shot of them with this kind of shadowy backdrop. There's even Goodwood's #1 official security guard making sure all is well. Or you can see something's happening. Things are happening. People are getting in the road. Oh, here we go. Right, I'm going to get in the way of everyone's audio now. Look, you can't hear anything, just my voice. Well, that's boring. Anyway, I'm going to have to speak in hushed tones here because everything's fallen so silent. Oh, there's some pops and bangs in the distance. That could be a Koenigsegg or a Focus ST. We never know. Oh, there's an F12 TDF. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, look, they've rejected the F12 because we've actually got hypercars coming next. You've got Churro's Murcielago. The petrol hedonism car has been turned away. Right, there we go. So the pops and bangs we heard was a Pagani Huayra. You got a Porsche 918 with the custom exhaust behind it. Everyone is so... That was a Koenigsegg? Yeah, that was a Koenigsegg. It's weird, we've been waiting here for about 5 minutes since the cars arrived. I think they're waiting there to arrive as one. So you got Huayras and 918s just on the roadside, but we're itching to go. Oh, security. They're telling me to stand on the other side. Right, we're going to see the simultaneous squat, I know that for sure. We've got the Goodwood car leading the way, and then we have the Zonda right at the front with the P1 GTR behind. This is what we've all been waiting for, the hypercar convoy. I can see a McLaren F1 behind the P1 as well, so you've got the road legal P1 GTR, F1 Joy, and look, the 4GT, my Viper would look superb next to that. 918s are behind that. There's an SP3. I'm just going to look at probably the best car in the world. If I had any kind of money, I would get a McLaren F1. One day, it will definitely not happen. Bit of audible pleasure there, so they're going to park up. 4GT, looking beautiful, supercharger up top. By the Vistac Packets 918, we have the Ferrari SP3, my favourite modern day Ferrari. LaFerrari engine without the hybrid system, without a roof. And some revolutions in the background. Got the 812 and another 918. I think there's 3 918s. They look quite funny looking driving in that. We've got McLaren P1 with the Valkyrie. Oh, the Valkyrie. And the F50. Oh my god. 722, the second one we've seen. I'm going to quickly cross over and probably get told off because we want to get the shot with the crowds, and the lineup of cars is still extreme. There's another Valkyrie, more Koenigsegg's in the background. There's the T50 Gordon Murray. There goes the 722. We've got the McLaren Senna, full carbon exposed. Koenigsegg. Hey. Hello, good morning. Oh, flames from the Koenigsegg. Oh, Lexus LFA, best sounding car so far, maybe. The Valkyrie, again, full exposed carbon fibre. Oh, there's a Praga and a middle finger. Yeah. Ben Collins driving the Praga. And another middle finger! Zach in the Koenigsegg. Zach's got double middle fingers for me there. Okay, Koenigsegg Agera N behind the Praga. There's meant to be 37 cars in total, so there's definitely going to be more behind the T50. We're being whistled to get out of the way. Oh good, another 918. This one yellow, that is the best colour. I haven't seen this car before. Yellow 918, and something else behind, Bacardi Wyra as well. Look at that colour. Vibrant, beautiful. You got the McLaren Senna and another Ford GC. Got the 2017 one, black with white stripes. People are starting to run to get different angles out of the shade. Very loud Wyra. I thought that's what was popping and banging earlier. You've got the 918, they're common as muck now. There's the F12 TDF that we saw earlier, so obviously circled back to rejoin the convoy. And the full carbon Koenigsegg. Now I think that might be the end, because look at all the spotters following the convoy. Oh no, the end is where the T50 is. That is bringing up the rear. The 480's managed to get in the middle of all the hypercars. Someone's popping and banging like a Fiesta ST. Look at the crowd behind the T50. That is the final car. They're using all three of the interior seats, and everyone's just losing their marbles on what they've just seen. It's quite a subtle design on the T50. You can hear it though. There you go, a bit sample of the V12 from the T50. See all of the crowds around it, they're all behind me as well. Such a unique design on the rear of these cars, obviously inspired by the McLaren F1, by Gordon Murray who designed it.
Sorry, you're gonna have to
We're not allowed to walk anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Could I crawl through on my knees? Are you sure?
Yeah,
It'll be a spectacle. I'll go up on the bank.
But my car's parked in there. I'm not allowed to walk in. Ugh, let's go to a vantage point.
Oh, well, there you go. The question is, though, when are they going to open the floodgates? Because surely they can't block our view of these cars forever. The T50 is still revving in the background. Some late arrivals, a GT2 RS, but that is the owner of the Goodwood estate, so we'll let him in. That's Lord March's personal GT2 RS. Oh no, this the first floodgate has been opened. It's trickling in, but then it's going to gush from that side, and this. Oh look, a little trickle from over there as well. It's like a game of Where's Wally? Oh, there he is.
As some kind of a tradition, we're now at the exit of the show and there's a Mustang raring to go, which is a bit scary.
It's quite early, but it's already stupidly crowded at the exit. CSL's cruising by with the 1M behind. So you've got the Huracan STO. And the Gen 1 Superleggera. It's going to have no space to accelerate and give us sounds. It sounds good. Custom exhaust. Let's hear it. It's audibly quiet currently. Also, a bit of intel. Apparently he's a Yeti. A fast Yeti, sorry. Not a slow Yeti. They're a different breed. So let's see how fast the Yeti is. That is a fast Yeti. Is this a fast Yeti? It's a slightly newer Yeti. A little bit fast. Here's an MX-5. Putting on a show. Oh, there's a C7 Corvette behind the broken bike. And welcome to a typical Adam C video. We have a Civic. Do a Civic thing. Kind of. Oh, now this this next car, just you wait, it is a C6 Corvette, definitely cammed. Here we go. We want it, we want to hear it. Oh, he's going to be stopped. Right, will we hear the Corvette off the line? Little bit. Oh look, the Civic's back. Right, we've got more V10 noises, another Huracan. Oh, more V10 noises, the SRT10. There were 3 Gen 3 Vipers here, then my Gen 2. Will we hear much from the side pipes of this V10? 8.3 litres. Not much. There goes Lord Marge. Oh, there goes a Suzuki. Oh, Renault 5 Turbo. Oh, and a Clio V6 as well. And an Igo. This guy's t-shirt is luminous, much like the details on his GT8. I think that was done on purpose. Good matched spec. We're one of many 918s leaving. What a naughty's trio. And look, there is the fourth Viper of the show. I didn't get to see it in the show, but there is evidence. I've noticed 2 things now. Not only is there a Cobra, but someone's got a Revit sign in the distance. Hopefully be used. That Maserati has red wiper arms. It's bold and unusual. Revolutions are occurring, yellow cars are departing, and a CS. The CS is going slowly, so is the Corvette as well. That's more like it. 918's next. Probably in electric mode. We've now begun a revolution competition. GTR versus R8s. The R8's louder. The Aston just snuck down the inside of the R8. And there's a Ford Ranger doing a burnout. Ah, yes, 350Z doing what the... And this Corrado has an intercooler. What? Like a boosted VR6? And for our next boosted machine that shouldn't be boosted is a Mark II MX-5. Oh look, there's the other boosted machine that shouldn't be boosted. Oh, revolutions from the Cobra. Oh, it's beefy. But we're waiting for the hypercars to depart the show, so we're moving further down because the traffic's building up. We want to get a good shot of them on the road. However, what I've done now is trapped myself. I can't actually, there's too much traffic to go anywhere. I'm walking like a crab. Got the ZL1 Camaro. Hello, how are you doing? Oh, we're stopping. Thank you. Still walking like a crab, but finally I've made it just at the roundabout, just in time for the Viper to depart. But next up to depart is the HDK SLR, just behind me. There we go. Look at that on the road. It's menacing. Quite really in the world too. There's something preposterously late. We've got a Lamborghini Countach. The crowd has begun to stir because apparently the hypercars are coming. I don't know where to stand. Oh my god, they're here. They're already here. So we have the SP2 right at the front. I only have 4 minutes of battery. Good timing, Adam. Right. I like his goggles. So they're all going to the Half Moon Pub, Jodie Kidd's own pub, to have some lunch together. Next up, you have the 5-door Honda Jazz, and then the... Oh, be quiet, Ben. Oh, there's the Praga. Nissan GTR engine in this. You can tell. And good traction control, apparently. How striking does that Valkyrie look like on the road? Oh, there's a sign. There he goes. Somebody needs to trim this grass. Anyway, 918, SF90. Oh, check out the Vantage. Didn't see that in there. And E61 M5. Right, we've got some more hypercars coming up the road. Oh, just seeing the F1 in the background. Unfortunately, it's not with the T50. They're both blue. That would be their combo. So brace yourselves for this. Lexus LFA. My battery is still just about to die. Pagani Huayra. McLaren Senna. And then the T50 with a spare seat. And then the absolute ultimate of the lot, the McLaren McLaren F1. This was resprayed to match his P1 back in the day. And talking of P1s, we have the P1 GTR. Is that it? I think, oh no, there's a Pagani Zonda, okay, behind the R8. Oh, there's the F40 as well. Beautiful, F40 sounding incredible as well. Yes! It's a little Renault Sport Clio trying to take chase. Oh, of course, he got the full carbon Koenigsegg. So, whoa, F12 TDF. I'm gonna wander up here for the F50. There's the SLR 722. We've got the Koenigsegg Gear N as well. Got the Koenigsegg, the CCX. And F50. And then the P1 has gone the wrong way. Not joining them at the pub. Maybe we should join them at the pub. Fly with me. Oh, and next for a slightly different tone, we have the Lotus Evija and the P1 that is now going to the pub. I've convinced him. But for one of the rarest cars of the day, is that 275 like a Nart Spider? Now, here's the next thing. Will my Viper get us a little bit of access to where the hypercars are going? Because they've gone to the pub, Jody Kidd's Half Moon pub, and I think every other person, all the car spotters know that. So everyone else is going to go to the pub. It's going to get overrun with cars and spotters. If I turn up in the Viper, will I be allowed in? We're going to see what we can do. Get in the car, leave the show, and try and park up with the cars and have a beverage or two. I'll stick with one. The main concern though is there might be a bit of a queue to get out. The main exit's still busy as ever. Oh, look at that. Returning to your car after a day of a show. Do I try the aircon? Just windows down, yes. We are one of the last cars to leave, surprisingly. Thank you. People love the Viper. That's all I can do, that's just first gear. Well, not even all of first gear, some of first gear. Long gears. Hello! Oh, look, there's the Revit sign. We have to comply with the Revit sign. Here we go. Oh, it's noisy. He's going to the Half Moon and see some other cars. Well, not the other cars, but the same cars. Have a pint. Non-alcoholic. Ish. We have arrived, and I don't know if there's going to be any space for a Viper. No, I don't think there's any room. No room at the inn? No, we can't get in. To be fair, there is literally no room, even if we wanted to. Fortunately, it's quite a quiet area, so we should be fine. I think all of these cars are car spotters' cars all the way up to the pub. Right, it's almost more pleasant seeing them in a more natural environment in front of a pub. Not a lot of space for what was 37 hypercars. LFA 918, SP3 and the rest. Nice little conclusion at the Half Moon. We saw Jody Kidd wandering around. There were hypercars parked out the back, but it was a private event for the owners of the club, the Hypercar Club, the Hypralusso section. Let's get back in the car before I get one over. Ah, what a wonderful thing to go back to. It beeps. So goodbye Hypercars. So that was that for the Goodwood Super Sunday in the Viper, the first car show I've taken us to. Hope you enjoyed that video, but for now, thanks for